What's going on, everybody? My name is AK, and in today's video we're going to be discussing some things that as an autistic man confuse me about society and people in general. I'm not sure if necessarily I'm going to be getting any answers to any of these particular questions or conundrums or thoughts, but I just wanted to sort of include you in my sort of internal psyche. So recently I've been having some issues where people don't want to play games with me because the lobbies that I get are too sweaty or too difficult. Now, I don't particularly understand why that is an issue, because if they wanted me to play with them, I would have to play on servers with extremely high ping, 127 to 200, that sort of ballpark figure. And the thing that confuses me is that as a person in society, if you were to bring up the fact that someone seems to be ignoring you for whatever reason, that is frowned upon and would normally get you ignored further. They wouldn't even want to give you an answer because you're supposed to just get over it and deal with it. And unfortunately, that's not the sort of person I am. I can't get over it and I can't deal with it. And when I feel like I am being treated unfairly, I will speak out about it. And unfortunately, I think that's one of the things that people really don't like me doing. To give you an idea as the sort of person that I am, if you've ever watched a TV show called The Big Bang Theory, there's a character in there called Sheldon Cooper. Sheldon Cooper is very blunt and very forward and doesn't mince his words. He says what he thinks, and if someone asks for his opinion, he will just say it, whether or not he thinks it will offend them or not. And most of the time he doesn't think it will offend them. He's just speaking his mind. And unfortunately that's what I do as well. And I can't sit here and be ignored by people who are supposed to be my friend, because if one of my friends felt like I was ignoring them and was treating them badly and brought it up with me, I would do everything within my power to try and make sure that that person didn't leave thinking that I was an asshole. I would make sure that I could prove to some degree that I am on their side and I'm their friend. Loyalty is something that is extremely important to me, and it seems to be that people are just happy to fuck other people off when they don't like something that they particularly do, and I don't think that's very fair. And the fact that people are not playing with me who are on my friends list because the lobbies I get are too challenging for them makes me feel bad, because I'm not really tryharding. I'm not running around with an MP5, killing everyone all the time and shooting them in the face and going crazy ham. I'm running around with a sniper rifle most of the time, unless it's a particularly difficult sort of objective-based game mode, like Search and Destroy or Headquarters or something. And I don't profess to be the best player. There are people out there that can literally wipe the floor with me. I've had 1v1s with people who literally melt me. And the thing is, I don't understand why just avoiding somebody and not talking to them and like literally ignoring their game invites, and then when I bring it up I get basically made to feel bad because, you know, the person is trying to ignore me the nice way by not saying anything and not doing anything. It makes no sense in my autistic brain why humans do this, and it upsets me to the point where I literally scream and shout. And I know that sounds pathetic because it's a video game and I get that, but I do not, like, people have told me before, I take things too seriously, and the problem is I take everything seriously, and that is a problem in a society where most people are quite happy to just ignore someone and not bother talking to them because it's easier than saying I don't like this particular thing and having a conversation about it. And I think that is one of the bigger problems of society as a whole, that most people don't seem to talk about their issues. They'll either just try to shut down the conversation by saying something that makes the other person basically put them on the back foot, either through a moral conundrum or something other. And I just don't understand why people don't just talk about why they don't want to do things. Like, if I don't want to play hardcore, it's because hardcore is a game mode for shit players. And I'm sorry if that upsets you, but it's a fact. The game mode is made easy. It takes less bullets to kill, there's no HUD, and people tend to just sit in corners. Whenever I've done any camo challenges in a hardcore game, it's been people, majoritively, sat in corners, doing nothing, waiting for someone to pop around said corner. In fact, when I was doing the gun challenges the other day for the Rytec to get it platinum, I was in a building, I had to get mounted kills, and before the game started, I typed in the chat, I'm doing camos, I'm not going to be playing with the team or doing anything, I apologise for my shitty playstyle. And during the game, while I'm mounted on this wall, there were 5 people in the ring with me who were playing the game normally, like they were just, that's what they play, hardcore, constantly, and they were just playing it normally. They were also doing exactly the same thing as me. So it's just an easy cop-out. It's not hard core, it's easy core. If you can't handle playing core with me, then you should just get better. It's not my fault that you're shit, and the fact that you try to guilt me into feeling bad because I play a game mode that you can't handle is bullshit. If you liked riding motorcycles and I liked riding tricycles, and you were like, oh well, you can't balance because you drive a fucking tricycle, I wouldn't then get all salty with you, because I would know that yes, that is true, the tricycle does indeed have better balance because it has a 3-wheel system. It wouldn't bother me because what you're saying is fact. But if you were to say like, my mum is fat and she's a whore, which aren't facts, then it would be like another story entirely. But anyway, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. I know it's a load of bollocks really, and none of you watching will really understand what the fuck I'm going on about, and that's fine. I just need to rant, because it seems like when you talk to these people that say they are your friend, and you tell them that this is how you feel, they then say, oh no, I'm not trying to do that, I promise, and then continue to do the thing that you talked about them with 10 seconds prior, well, 10 minutes, 10 days, whatever prior, and it just comes across as not true. It's like, avoid me, don't play with me, ignore me, I talk to you, I invite you to games, I ask how your day is, and you just ignore me, and it's just bollocks, and it pisses me off, and I don't think it's very fair, because unless I was like asleep all day and my phone was on silent, I wouldn't ignore you. I wouldn't do that, because that's not the type of person I am. But anyway, thank you very much for sitting through this entire bullshit of a video. I hope you enjoyed at least some of it, possibly. Maybe you agree, maybe disagree. Let me know down in the comments below what you think. And as always, I'll see you in the next iteration. Thank you, and goodbye. Well, you know the drill. There are some videos on your screen. Please feel free to click on whatever one takes your fancy. I'm a bit pissed off and upset, depressed, whatever you want to call it, so